Well, look, a huge response to the video I did recently of Suella Braverman, of course, the new Home Secretary I'm a big fan of, daring to suggest that the Home Office should be stopping illegal migration. Civil servants apparently upset at the prospect of this target of stopping all boats across from France. An absolutely balmy response from Home Office officials there, from civil servants, in my opinion. And just to, I do often talk about having a degree of sympathy for Priti Patel when she was Home Secretary, just to show you what's going on inside the civil service establishment blob. This was one of the most shocking things I recall, where you had Joe Pike there of Sky News saying that Labour, not the press, the Labour Party, had been contacted by civil servants in the Home Office and other departments with allegations against Priti Patel. I mean, what the hell is that all about? Going to the Labour Party, for goodness sake. Well, look, this is kicking off again in terms of the establishment blob and the government, because Kwasi Kwarteng, of course, the new Chancellor, recently sacking the most senior civil servant in the Treasury. This is Sir Tom Scholar, the Treasury Permanent Secretary. And of course, Liz Truss did pledge to do away with the Treasury orthodoxy, be radical when it came to economic policy and her outlook in general. Now, she's been accused of personally ordering the sacking of the top Treasury Mandarin. Now, some have welcomed this approach, of course, and I suspect many of you will. Let me know what you make of this in the comments below. You've got Matthew Lynn there for the Telegraph, for instance, saying that the exit should just be the start. We need a political treasury and that the UK needs to reform, or sometimes even remove, institutions blocking an economic revival. And certainly post-Brexit, I think the Conservative government needs to be much more radical if they are to win back Brexiteer support. Many of you frustrated at the lack of delivery, lack of action on policy with the government. But look, Liz Truss clearly having upset the establishment blob. The Times report there that this sacking has led to the civil service being enraged. Reports that she personally pushed for the sacking of the Treasury's top civil servant. That although the announcement was made by Kwasi Kwarteng as Chancellor, a government source saying it was Truss who had been personally determined to remove him. And you've got a senior Whitehall figure here whinging again to the media, saying permanent secretaries are upset about what's happened, thinking it could happen to any of them, and claiming that if they think there's a Treasury ideology, the way to change that is to change the permanent secretary. That won't work. Well, the problem is with some of these establishment types, they don't actually want anything to change, do they? It's all got very cosy, very easy, very status quo. And I dare say if you asked a Treasury official, well, how do you propose we get rid of the Treasury ideology? It's going to basically comprise of keeping everything in place and nothing much changing, isn't it? So you see, for instance, Lord Agnew, a former Treasury Minister here, backing the sacking, saying it was a way of countering bean counting attitude among the department's officials, and quoted as saying that they obsess on an accounting penny-wise, pound-foolish mentality, which is what stifles growth. So there you go. Liz Truss, the new Prime Minister, her card certainly marked, I think, when it comes to the civil service establishment blob. Let me know if you're backing her decision there, guys, or not. As ever, I'll keep bringing you the very latest. Please do whack this video a quick thumbs up and sign up to my newsletter. I'll put a link down below to get that in your inbox. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.